How goes it, fam? Welcome back to Let Anything Goes. As you can see, I have one of my prize favorite children, Isis. Isis, say hello. Like, whatever, man. Give me that food that's over there. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about a article that I actually checked out the other day, and it was in regards to a football player that a lot of people know about. I'm new to it because I don't watch football, but gentleman, his name is Marshawn Lynch, and I think this is an awesome article. Actually, the name of the article is Marshawn Lynch reportedly hasn't spent a penny of the $49.7 million in salary he has made in his NFL career. I just think that's cool. It's a rarity you ever hear stuff like this, now. I really think that it's so interesting, this article, because usually in the media, you only hear about football players when something negative is going on, because they love to focus on the negative when it comes to literally everything. Or when a team is going to the Super Bowl, so that's a positive thing, nothing wrong with that. But it's usually you never hear them talking about, or it's usually when there's something bad financially has actually happened. So this is actual positive financial thing, and it's rarely discussed nowadays because being frugal is kind of looked down upon, But I'll leave that to another topic for another day. Now myself, I do not watch football, and I do not even know who Marshawn Lynch is. I did not know until I actually came across this article last week, and to me it was actually very interesting. Because Marshawn Lynch is known for being a star running back for the Seattle Seahawks, and has made about $49.7 million in his 9 NFL seasons. So I just found that very interesting. It's just like, I just think it's cool. It's just like, it's amazing that he's made all this money and hasn't touched it at all. Like, talk about a nest egg. It's a rarity you hear people smart enough to just have that kind of nest egg, in my personal opinion. But I'll leave it at that. Now, to a lot of people, especially football fans, this isn't a big accomplishment, but the thing is that he actually saved all his money. So to me, that's a big accomplishment. Him making this amount of money isn't considered a big accomplishment nowadays, because a lot of football players, rightfully so, they make a lot of money like this, or sometimes even more. However, usually they're using that money to spend it, to live in on, private jets or whatever the heck, big overpriced houses and cars and things of that nature. So this gentleman was smart enough to put this money away as a nest egg and not touch it. So to me, it's very amazing. And for the simple fact that Marshawn Lynch went totally against the grain of what society expects out of football players. When you're frugal with the amount of money that you make, you position yourself to where you never have to work for someone ever again. If you're smart about it, it's a crazy concept, right? But it can work. Okay, history has shown that there are a lot of people out here in the same position as people like Marshawn Lynch, and have blown all their money on bad investments because they just love to spend just so they can impress people. And overpriced nonsense like, i.e. homes, cars, taking care of lazy people. That's a big thing with a lot of sports stars and actors and entertainers. They end up having to take care of a village that just really wants to sit on the butt and get a handout, and not a hand up, but that's another subject for another day. Another thing that I love about this article is that Marshawn Lynch has been living the last 9 years of his career off of his endorsements and businesses. A lot of people were like, well, how have you been surviving all this time if you haven't touched any of your money that you've made from the NFL? He's been living off of his endorsements and businesses. Smart, very smart. And I hear that residual income and passive income after reading this article. The passive income's coming from the businesses, the endorsements and businesses, and even real estate, because he's gotten heavily into the real estate industry, which is very smart, especially being on the West Coast, because that real estate value is very high out there. Marshawn Lynch was first signed in 2007 for a 5-year, $19 million contract with the Buffalo Bills. I can understand now why he went to Seattle, because if I had to make the choice, I would be in Seattle over Buffalo, New York any day. That's just my personal opinion. He actually took away $14 million from that contract and then signed to the Seattle Seahawks for a 4-year, $30 million contract. Then he signed for a $24 million contract for a 2-year extension. The Seattle Seahawks general manager stated that that he doesn't really expect him to finish his career out in Seattle or, you know, go anywhere else in the NFL. And I can understand that. He doesn't expect him to play ball anywhere else. He expects him to retire. And if he retires at the age of 29, he has a wonderful nest egg to fall back on. I think it's awesome. So the moral of this great story is that with the right people around you and financial education, you can do anything that you put your mind to. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Always remember that. Don't ever let anybody else tell you different, okay? Please don't. I'm on the positive tip on this one because this is something I'm passionate about. Don't ever let somebody tell you that you can't do something just because you're not good at it. You might not be good at it now, but with practice, dedication, and being around the right people, you can become good at it later. So that's just my personal opinion, you know. So let's just keep it real on that one. And then another thing is that Marshawn Lynch is heavily in the real estate investment business. He's trying to stop gentrification in his hometown of Oakland, California, Northern California area. That, you know, and that's just one thing that I really, really respect about him. He's making money and giving back to his community, because it's a beautiful thing for you to make a lot of money. But if you forget where you come from, and you forget to give back to the people that help you get to where you are today, I call you a bum. And I'm just, you know, bum, a chump, whatever. I'm not going to use any real foul language, but I am going to say that. You never forget where you come from. You never forget what made you who you are today. What made you even work harder than who you were yesterday. Never forget where you come from. I don't care if it's a bad neighborhood, a bad, crazy country, whatever. You know, humble beginnings, whatever. Never forget where you came from, because that's what made you who you are, and that's going to remind you of where you want to go and how you're going to get there. So you don't ever lose that sense of hustle, ambition, and because once you lose that, then you might as well just retire. That's just my personal opinion on that note. You know, but I respect Marshawn Lynch, and this is first time I heard of him. He was actually on the show, Bill Maher's show, in regards to talking about him trying to, you know, put a halt to the gentrification that's going on in Oakland, California. And I think it's awesome. He's giving back. I think more sports entertainers and all that, I think they should give back to the communities that embrace them and help them get to where they are today. A lot of times people will leave those neighborhoods, leave those communities, and forget and become very snooty. And that's one thing that really does irritate me. I can't stand snooty people, and that's just a personal thing. But that's just, you know, he should be commended, and people, men and women like him, should be commended on a regular basis, because giving back, there's no greater feeling than that. Outside of being a great entrepreneur, it's giving back to the community that embraced you. I'll leave it at that. So I also end this video off with, if you utilize the old adage, live below your means and save your money when you make more money, it's as simple as that. Do not be that typical American where I make more, I spend more. Make more, save more, invest more. Hope you guys like the video. I'll put the article in the captions on YouTube. And you know, you guys have a great weekend. Keep working hard. Keep striving for your goals and aspirations. Please like, please share, especially for those on my Facebook fans. Please like and share my YouTube page. I would really greatly appreciate it if you found value in this video. And remember, if Marshawn Lynch could do it, you can do it. It might not be at the same magnitude that Marshawn Lynch did it, but you could always just give it a shot and see what level that you can do it at and go from there. This has been Larry's Anything Goes. Check out my online store. You guys have been awesome. Thanks to the people that like my Facebook page. Hopefully you subscribe to my YouTube page. And hey, we're just going to keep pushing along and enjoying life here. All right. So you guys take care. Isis, want to say goodbye to the good people? She's probably like, man, get off me. Say goodbye. All right, y'all. Take care.